The internet is going quite crazy right now after rapper T.I. says he accompanies his daughter every year to the OBGYN to make sure that her hymen is intact. And most people assimilate the idea that an intact hymen means that one is a virgin. And she is 18 years old. She is an attractive young woman and a college freshman. But at the same time, this has caused a lot of controversy, especially amongst non-black women and black women at the same time, saying that this is a violation of women's rights. He should not have access to her medical records. He has no business on asking if she is a virgin or not. And this is not something that he should be doing. He's gotten a lot of controversy behind it. But, you know, I want to talk about this from a black community perspective because black men have been talked about by not being providers, okay? Black men are not being protectors. And black men are not doing what they should be doing to help the black community and black women feel secure. All right? Black men are not showing up to the ball games, right? They're not even in the stands. But here you have a rapper who comes from a bad environment, who comes from a less than stellar environment. He is the epitome of a less than stellar environment. I don't, technically like T.I. So he is trying to protect his daughter from guys like him, right? And this is commendable. And what he wants to do is to show his daughter, in his own way, that you should be trying to save yourself for a guy that can treat you right. And she even says so on a post that she made on Instagram. I'm not even interested in these boys until I can find a man that can treat me like my father treats me. Now, I want to get back to this whole idea of black male protection and being a father and being in your kids' lives and being in your daughter's lives. Because see, black women, some of them who are upset with this, they're saying that this is not his business. This is a violation of human rights. This is something like a third world country. But see, what you're not talking about is how much this woman is valuing herself. How much she appreciates this, according to her own stuff. And see, this is one yet less young lady who will be out there getting pregnant, having a kid out of wedlock, doing all these things that typically keep black women poor, keep them destitute, keep them in bad situations. T.I. is trying to make sure that doesn't happen. But at the same time, he's protecting himself against his daughters getting diseases, against his daughters doing all this other stuff, and against his daughter being a liability to him. But whenever it comes to black men, damned if you do, damned if you don't, okay? If you don't want to be in your kids' lives, then you're a deadbeat dad. You're a loser. You're not a real man. If you do want to be in the child's life, well, what are you relegated to? And I think George Macon makes a good point. Black men should only be there to give money. That's it. We should do things the way that the women want to do things, the way that society wants to do things. And see, here's a problem with that. If you want a way, let us relegate to just giving money and not do things our way, especially with dealing with our sons and our daughters. Fine. But I have a question to ask all of you. What has the black community become doing it your way? I don't care if you're raising kids to the 18, 19, 20. Pick an age group, pick a year. We've been doing it the way that the society has wanted us to do, which is raise the kids according to the government standard. We've been doing it the way how black women been wanting this to do, where has that got the black community? I'll tell you where it's gotten it. It's become a complete dump. While black men sit on the damn sideline. Now here you have a black man that's doing something that's a little bit unconventional. Now, I probably wouldn't do it that way. It's not my style of parenting. But my style of parenting and his style of parenting don't mean that his doesn't work. And guess what? How better would the black community be if you have more fathers monitoring their daughters, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, checking their hymens? I'll tell you what you would have. You would have a much more educated, much more financially secure, and a much more decent operated black America. That's what you would have. Because let me tell you something. Being in Uganda, I know it's not America. Women who are not married can't even leave the house at certain times by themselves. And that goes to talk about what T.I. is saying. He's the one probably paying for his daughter's college. He's doing this and he's doing that. And most likely, as long as she lives with him or being supported by him, she is obliged to do things by his rules. Now, for those people who have a problem with T.I.'s parenting method and you don't think it's right what he's doing, then okay, you guys start up an Indiegogo and then you pay for everything for her. How about that? How about you put up the money to raise her? How about you support her? Because see, what I see is a man that's taking a young daughter who's attractive to find out what her worth is so that she can ultimately get a husband who's going to come up to the standard that he's raising her to be. Now, you don't have to like that, but that's what I think it is. And see, you know what's missing in black America and why a lot of black women can't get this? Because a lot of you never had your dad there. All right? A lot of you don't know what it's like for somebody to have that much love for you and that much interest in your life to protect you from yourself, protect you from bad situations, and doing things that will hurt you in the long run. And you have a young lady that has somebody that's willing to do that. That's wonderful. You don't have to agree with the method, but you can damn sure agree with the outcome. And the outcome is she's not going to end up being miserable like some of these chicks out here. She's not going to be a burden on the black community like a lot of these chicks out here with babies by this guy and babies by that guy and diseases by that other guy and mentally messed up. See, people don't understand, your body, your choice. I understand that. But do you know when women have different sexual partners, they end up losing parts of themselves to each guy they mess with? And it makes it harder for them to bond with some man the more that they're out there engaging in these things. Women don't think about these things. And the more they ride that carousel, the more and more they get problems. And this is the problem in black America right now. But do you know what? I applaud them. Not my cup of tea, not the way that I would do things, not the way that I would operate things. But do you know what? He got something that's going on right now that works. There are a lot of people that do things I don't agree with that work for them. And that's the situation when it comes to black men. When black men want to do something and want to lead, here come people being upset. So you want a black man to lead, but you want him to lead in your way. See, here's the situation. A black man that knows what's best for the family, knows what's best for his daughter, he's going to do some things that you don't like. See, you guys want black men to become black pastors, which is tell you what you want to hear. All right? Do what you want us to do. Make you feel comfortable, make you feel good about everything, and not challenge you on it. That's not how black men work, all right? If you're looking for that, join a black church. Go to T.D. Jakes' church. Go to St. Ives Baptist Church. No. Black men that are trying to lead and govern over their houses with the autonomy of what free men to have their families should be able to do that for a daughter of any age that is under their care. If that's what he is required, that is his daughter. An 18-year-old daughter is grown but cannot take care of herself. A 19-year-old daughter is grown but cannot take care of herself. A 20-year-old daughter is grown but cannot take care of herself for the most part. So you can't have her both ways. Do you guys want black men to really lead, or do you want somebody to be there as a co-parent to you, doing whatever that you say and just giving money? What is it? Because other groups don't have this problem. So anyways, what do you guys think about this topic? Let me know. Comment below in the section. Check out all my contact information in the first comment pinned to the top. Patreon. Check me out on my email. All of these things. Definitely appreciate you, brothers. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.